Mark straps the last heavy piece of his suit into place. He takes a slow, measured breath, the air hissing softly in his helmet. He is 45 years old. He once wore a different kind of uniform, in a different kind of darkness. He is an ex-Navy SEAL. He knows the sharp edge of fear. He knows how to push through pain until it becomes a distant hum. Still, the deep sea calls to him, a siren song he can no longer ignore. He returns to the crushing silence of the ocean, not for a mission, but for something far more personal. He hopes it will quiet the noise inside his own head. He is not the same man who left the military years ago. He carries the weight of old memories, ghosts that walk with him in the daylight. He carries losses that have no names, questions that have no easy answers. He comes back to the sea for a reason, a purpose slowly taking shape in his mind. He seeks redemption, a form of peace the surface cannot offer. The pressure of the deep feels like a familiar embrace. The suit he wears is new, a marvel of engineering, more than 100 small changes from older models. Each part clicks and locks into place with a satisfying thud. Small, bright lights mark his chest and wrist. The helmet hums with a low, steady sound. Tiny screens show depth, air supply, and maps of the ocean floor. The suit will keep him warm in near-freezing water and keep him from being crushed by immense pressure. It holds tools, air, weapons. He hopes he will not need them. He gives the signal and begins his descent. Light from above thins, blue, indigo, profound black. The familiar world of sun and air leaves him entirely. Water presses in from all sides. He feels small, a single point of light in an endless void. He feels incredibly, intensely alive in a way he has not felt for a very long time. Down here, sunlight never comes. It is a place of perpetual night. This is the Bathypelagic zone, the midnight world that exists from 1,000 to 4,000 meters deep. The water is nearly freezing, a cold that would kill an unprotected man in minutes. The pressure is immense, like 1,000 heavy hands pressing on every inch of his reinforced suit. He moves slowly, deliberately, his movements cushioned by the dense water around him. Sound is different here, muffled and strange. Time itself seems to stretch and slow down, measured only by the steady rhythm of his own breathing and the slow fall of marine snow. Light returns, but it is not the light of the sun. It is a strange, living light. Tiny animals glow in the darkness around him, their bodies creating fleeting constellations. Blue flashes pass by his viewport. Green flashes pass by his viewport, like wandering stars in a night sky that has no horizon. This is bioluminescence, the language of the deep, painting the absolute black with living lights. Some of the lights come from long, thin fish that drift like ghostly ribbons. Some lights blink in complex patterns, sending messages he cannot understand. The world he has entered seems both alien and profoundly beautiful, a hidden kingdom of cold fire. He remembers other times of quiet on a different sea, under a sky filled with real stars. He remembers the face of a friend who did not come back from a mission long ago. He remembers the weight of orders that still sit heavy in his mind, choices made in the heat of battle that echo in the silence of his life now. His chest tightens for a moment, a familiar ache. He tells himself to focus on the numbers on his display, on the mission at hand. He tells himself to just breathe, a simple command that has saved his life more than once. A strange shape glides near the beam of his helmet lamp. It is a marine hatchet fish, its body a sliver of silver. Its eye is enormous and glassy, evolved to catch the faintest glimmer of light in this dark world. It looks at him with an ancient, unblinking stare, as if it sees the metal of his suit and not the man inside. Then it slips away into the blackness. He feels impossibly small and deeply watched, a visitor in a realm that does not belong to him. He moves cautiously toward the sheer face of an underwater canyon wall. The topography here creates slow, swirling currents. This is where food falls from the world above, dropping from the sunlit layers to feed the creatures of the night. Marine snow drifting like a constant, gentle blizzard. Life gathers here, where the snow falls thickest. He knows this is where the real dangers and wonders will begin to show themselves. A massive, shadowy giant squid with one large eye visible drifts its tentacles near the lone diver. A vampire squid, its body the color of dark velvet, unfolds its webbed arms and watches him pass, soft spines ready, a cloak it can pull over its head. It glows with a soft, ethereal light when threatened, a ghostly defense in the deep. He read about it in manuals and research notes, but seeing it here is different. More real, more strange, more beautiful than any picture. Then danger snaps near with blinding speed. A large eel-like fish, a gulper eel perhaps, darts from a crevice. Its mouth opens impossibly wide, lined with needle-sharp teeth that shine in his light. Mark's suit pulses as it tests the magnetic field. His strobe flares, and the fish recoils into the dark. For a moment, both he and the creature learn each other's limits. He moves on, his heart beating a little faster. Not every fight in the deep requires a weapon. Many dangers ask for patience and a series of small, correct choices. He learns to read the faint movements in the water. Sometimes survival is quiet thinking. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is wait and watch. His training returns, sharpened by the absolute focus this place demands. A giant squid, a true monster of the abyss, brushes past his shoulder like a living, intelligent shadow. Long arms drifting and curling, rows of powerful suckers. For one heart-stopping beat, he imagines losing balance, being entangled, being pulled into the crushing blackness. He tightens a strap. He remembers his training. He masters his breathing when chaos arrives without warning. Inside a vast underwater cavern, the light shifts. He has found a hidden garden. Glowing animals hang like chandeliers. Tubeworm colonies wave, each plume tipped with a soft lantern. Small crustaceans march across the floor. The scene is calm, vibrantly alive, a secret city thriving in the cold and the dark. He feels the pull of pure wonder, a feeling he thought he had lost. A small, quiet joy blooms in his chest, but his heart holds shadows, its own deep places. Memories surface with each flash. Faces of fallen comrades, echoes of old orders. He hears the voice that told him to keep going, to never quit, no matter how hard it got. And so he keeps going. Each new corridor tests him. Each decision, turn left, turn right, ascend, go deeper. At a narrow pass, the suit's alarms chirp softly. A cloud swallows him whole. Sight fails, so sound matters. He listens for the rock's slow groan and inches forward, trusting instruments and instinct. He thinks of home, of a friend who once joked about silly things, and he smiles without meaning to. Emerging from the pass, the water clears. A wide, empty plain stretches beneath his light. He floats, catches a deep, steadying lungful, and studies his hands inside the thick gloves. He thinks of how strong he still is. He thinks of how much of him is left to heal, and for the first time, it feels possible. The deep has not broken him. It has held him. This short journey into the midnight zone does not fix everything. It does not erase the pain or answer all his questions. But the sea gives him something else, something unexpected. It gives him a new kind of quiet, a silence that is not empty but full. It gives him a place to hold his difficult memories and let them sit, like ancient stones on the ocean floor. They are still there, still heavy, but no longer churning inside him. They have found a place to rest in the vastness of this inner and outer space. He turns toward the surface light. He knows the world waits for him there, and that life will be different when he climbs back onto the deck. He also knows he is not the same man who descended. He feels steadier, more grounded. He feels braver, but not in the way a soldier is brave. It is a quieter strength, a resolve to face the days to come with a newfound calm. The Bathypelagic zone stays strange and dark beneath him. It keeps its countless secrets. It keeps its alien beauty. Mark rises knowing he will return one day, not to conquer it, but to visit it. For now, he carries a new calm.